of a shift to your front foot because you feeling that hip maybe. So this left hip, I drew a line right where your left hip needs to make that movement. And so one of your exercises is going to be a step drill. Now I'm just going to demonstrate with the left hand screen what's going wrong here. As you take your backswing, as you're finishing your arm swing, you should already have started down with a hip.
Okay, I'm doing it all synchronized.
Right. It's almost moving together. But there is no lateral movement. Your left hip stays in the exact same place it started.
Okay, is that bad?
Yes.
Okay.
So there should be about 6 to 7 inches of lateral movement. You should be pushing off that trail leg to generate some movement toward the target. But there is none.
And is it because I'm getting my weight on the outside of my right foot?
No, it's because you don't use the ground to transfer any energy.
Okay.
You're not pushing off. You're just turning.
Okay.
So, let me just give you a video, show you what it looks like. Now, right here, you should have already shifted your left hip over to the front part of your shoe where I drew that line.
It never gets there, does it?
No, your head's behind where it starts.
Okay.
So essentially, you're staying back on your right side too much, which will cause you to pull it.
Yep.
So the step drill.
How about the shape of my shoulders?
Everything else looks great.
Okay.
Your shoulders are tilted at the right amount.
Yep.
Left wrist is nice and flat. You do start to bend that left elbow early, but that's because you're hanging back a little bit long.
Yeah.
Left heel's off the ground a little bit right there.
Is that bad?
Not necessarily bad. I just want to get that left hip to go forward a little more.
Okay.
So on the right, you're going to do this little drill where you put your feet together. You put the ball in front of your left foot. You're just going to make a baby step with your left foot as you swing your arms back. Simultaneously, it's giving you a sense that you're pushing off the trail foot. So
I'm making that step while I'm coming back.
right. They're simultaneous. I want to get you to really feel like you're pushing off and transferring energy to the front foot, getting that left hip to move forward. Now, let me just show you some players and what they look like when they do it. So if we do a close-up shot here, every pro has some lateral movement in their hips. And it starts as they finish the backswing, right there.
Yep. I remember reading Nicholas says that it all starts, he swing from the bottom up.
Right, you're going to use the ground. It's just physics. For Newton's second law, for every action there's a reaction. If I push this direction, I'm pushing out that way to go that way. If you hit a ball on ice, your foot would slip because you're using the ground to generate force. So there's lateral movement, there's vertical force going up, and there's rotational force. Lateral, vertical, rotational. Some guys have a lot of a glide, some guys have a lot of spin and launch. You're a spinner and a launcher, which is fine, but I want you to get a little more lateral movement in the hips. So that will take some practice with that step drill, but you can see the width of his thigh. That's about 6 or 7 inches, maybe more. He's shifting over there. There's address, there's impact. And that pretty much is everybody. Michelle Wee, she's got a wider stance.
You're right, that's why I'm doing it, because I'm a little uncomfortable on that hip. But once I warm up, the hip doesn't bother me.
You see how she's shifting there a little? So that left hip's going forward.
Yep.
All right. Now, is that something to work on? Yeah, it's something to work on. I'd limit to how much you think about it on the course. But we'll do some swings here and see if we can get a little more movement.